Talk to me a little bit about what's going to be happening at that town hall and some of the things that'll be taking place for residents.
Absolutely. So from the first town hall was really an introduction for me to kind of reintroduce myself to the community, to identify who's doing what in the community. But I think before any productive, effective implementation program, you have to go in and ask the people what they see and what they feel is in their best interest, as opposed to going in and saying, I have the answers, I know what you need. You engage the people that need the services, and you ask them what they feel that is in their best interest. So that's what we did. Through that process, everyone that was there, we had over 150 participants. It was it was an awesome turnout, and I was so thankful that so many people were involved. So many people brought so much positive energy to the event. The conversations in groups were outstanding, and so that's just a compliment to the community and wanting to see change and wanting to be active participants in that change. And so we identified every individual who was there. We were able to collect their input through right there in person, through Google Docs, through surveys, through comment cards. Everyone that was there was addressed. We are currently calling back or emailing, just making sure we understand exactly what they're saying. And through this process, we identify themes that are related concerns. If you have 5 individuals who their concern is pretty similar, well, that creates one theme. And so at the second town hall, we dig in a little deeper to have individuals to create solutions for these things, or we identify what potential solutions could be, and figuring out who wants to partner in making sure that these solutions through these themes are actually being achieved. And so, it's not always all about talking. I know a lot of people are tired of talking, they're tired of meeting, and they want to see action and change. But that is the part of it that we are moving forward to doing together by identifying what the community says. Now let's identify those solutions to these themes that were created from the first one.
What did you hear from community members at that last town hall, and how is that going to be implemented across the city?
So it ranges. It varies. A lot of what we're hearing is to ensure that our young people are engaged this summer, make sure they can be active, they can participate in programs. The encouragement of police engagement regarding seeing officers in the communities, engaging kids, not always regarding issues that they have to resolve, but just having casual conversations and building relationships. We've seen the investment of community partners such as ProMedica and other top 5 industries just to be more involved in identifying solutions and needs in the community and supporting these things. So these are some of the priorities that we're currently trying to identify and kind of work through. Having juveniles and other individuals mandated to receive services regarding behavior mod programs, regarding cognitive behavior theory programs, just so we can engage individuals thinking and making decisions that benefit them, making healthy lifestyle choices, critical decisions, providing job opportunities. So it's a wide range of issues that we're seeing. Gun violence is definitely multifaceted. There's not one particular incident of gun violence that overrides another. So it ranges from suicide to accidental shootings, to gang-related shootings, to drug-related shootings, domestic violence incidents. And so it's so multifaceted, is that the approach to address these issues has to be just as comprehensive.
You mentioned a little bit about the different types of programming that's going to be needed for youth. And yesterday, the City of Toledo announced over $1 million worth of programming for youth that are going to be taking place this year. How significant do you think that's going to be in this effort to reduce gun violence?
I think it's going to be that's a very good and well-stated question. I think it's going to be very significant. But what's going to be even more significant is that while we have these kids ready, that we apply a curriculum as well to them. So regardless of what the program is, if it's basketball, if it's arts, if it is theater, if it is football, soccer, whatever the program is that we also, while we have these kids, let's talk about making critical decisions. Let's talk about lifestyle choices. Let's talk about the individuals we choose to surround ourselves with. And so while we have them engaged in these activities, while we have their ear, let's educate them on lifestyle choices. And so that's a very good question. And I think that is the benefit to having so many activities, that we keep our kids involved. But at the same time, we have to, one of the things that contributes to the reduction of gun violence is having individuals value themselves. Anything that you value, material possessions, whatever it is, you're going to take care of it, whether it's clothes, shoes, your hair, gold, whatever it is, you're going to take care of it. So if we teach our young people to kind of value themselves and value life, they're going to do a better job of managing that and taking care of it. They're not going to put themselves in situations where their life could be jeopardized. They're not going to put themselves around individuals who could potentially jeopardize their lives. And so that's a great question, but the programming is not the catalyst for change. It's the individuals we get in front of these young people who will be the catalyst for change.
Have you spoken with any members of the community that have children and are concerned about this gun violence issue? What have they told you?
I do have individuals. I also have friends who have lost loved ones due to gun violence, children. Went out to a number of individuals and try to engage parents at these sites as well, even though, you know, it's not the best or most opportune time, but it can be a good time to get into the ear of these young people who are, you know, some of the highest at risk individuals. And so one of the things that parents say is similar to me. I'm a parent. My son is 18, and every time he leaves the house, I pray for him, like I worry about him. Because you don't have to be engaged in negative activity to be a victim of gun violence. And so the concern is that we're not only occupying youth, but we're kind of addressing those that are most at risk. You know, those that are most at risk are not the individuals who will be participating in programs this summer. They are not the individuals who will be actively ready to engage with people that are trying to redirect the way they're thinking. These are the kids and young people that relationship has to be built with, because they've been let down so many other times, and they may have a sense of hopelessness. And so engaging these individuals is another aspect of the process of creating a strategic plan. And so it may not include summer programming, because these relationships would not have been built yet. But hopefully some of the kids that are participating, that are being active, can pull some of these kids along, because, you know, a lot of kids, they're living in circumstances that adults go through at young ages, and sometimes kids want to be kids. So if they can see the positivity through other kids, and we've learned through research and surveys is that kids more so listen to other juveniles or young people before they listen to adults. If we can engage them, and hopefully some of these kids that are working to make better decisions can bring some of these more at-risk, high risk kids along with them. And at the same time, we are continually trying to build relationships and be involved in these young people's lives, because they need to know that they are loved, and we do want the best for them as well.
Is there anything else you want to add with regard to this upcoming town hall and what the city and residents can expect from you?
Absolutely. So with our upcoming town hall on the 15th at Woodward High School, please enter from the back. I would love for everybody to make sure they register in advance. It was such a great turnout. We had over 150 participants. And so we want to make sure we're able to accommodate as many people as possible. So please register in advance so that you can participate. It will again be virtual as well as in person. But come ready to work together and identify some positive solutions. We're going to do so by then. At that point of our second town hall, we would have already identified every concern from everybody that would have participated. Individuals that have participated will not only have been called back or emailed back, but those that have put comment cards and set their opinion through comment cards and the breakout groups that we have from the first one. Those will create things that we'll address in the second town hall. So I am extremely excited for it. And hopefully, you know, and I love the fact that the bar has been set so high from the effectiveness of the first one. I love that, because it challenges myself and my team to make sure that we are not only providing solutions or identifying solutions through the community, but we're also putting these items into action. Again, it's not about just having a conversation. It's about the boots on the ground and getting the work done. And so, yeah, come, hopefully encourage as many people as you can to come join. Hopefully you can come. We would love to see more youth there. I've gone out because of the lack of youth participation at our first one. I've gone out to schools, spoken at schools, and had some of those conversations recorded to use as dialogue for our town hall. I've also invited a number of schools to participate, agencies that have programs for youth to participate and bring their youth along. If they need transportation, we'll provide it. But we definitely want to make sure we hear the voices of young people and let them know that they are heard. Their voices are heard as well.
JoJuan Armour of the City of Toledo, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, Jaden, thanks for having me.